What's up everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I'm going to be showcasing a brand new macro that is recently re-released after being shut down for a few weeks. It says macro basically AFK anything inside the entirety of MA Last Stand and it will never ever break. Without further ado, make sure to like and subscribe and get straight into the video. So the first thing you want to do is head to the Discord server, which I'll have linked down in the description and the comments. I'll go over to the Discord server, go onto the Anime Last Stand section, go to the ALS download channel and click on the button that says click here to download. It'll open this website on Google. Now this is the official Sys Macros website. So you want to scroll down, you'll see there's a bunch of versions: Anime Guardians, Anime Vanguards, Anime Real, and Anime Last Stand, which is what we are going to be using. We're going to go and click download now button. It'll start making a download in the top right corner over here. When it's done, it'll pop up right like this. Click on the folder icon next to the download. It'll take you to your downloads folder. Now with this, you want to go and click extract all right there and click extract. This will open a new folder over here. Go ahead and close that. Delete the previous one that we downloaded, the zipped one. You no longer need that. Then when you head over to the website again, go to setup guide. Now over here, in-game settings / Roblox settings. This is the settings you want to have on your actual Roblox. I'll show you guys in-game now. Over here, this is the Roblox settings. You want to make sure that this looks exactly like what they say on the website. You want to copy these settings over here. And you want to go up to the setup guide again, ALS setup. You post every single screenshot of all the settings you have to change in Anime Last Stand, the game itself. And you want to copy these settings, go into a game so you can copy these settings because they won't show up in lobby. Once you're in game, copy these settings, make sure everything is perfectly exactly the same. And once we are in game, you can go and open the macro. Go into the folder again and go open main.ahk. It'll open this brand new UI. And the first up is a process. Now the process just tells you what is currently happening in the macro, what the macro is currently doing. Over here is your settings to change your keybinds to start, pause, and stop. Over here is webhooks. Now to use webhooks, you want to go and enable them. Make yourself a Discord server like I have over here. This is my sacred server. That's where I send all my webhooks for all my games and stuff. Go over server settings, go to integrations, into webhooks, create a webhook over here and click copy webhook URL. When you head over to the macro, you want to paste webhook URL right here. Now, if you want to get pinged every time you get a webhook, you can put your Discord ID here as well. They'll go ahead and ping you. But personally, I hate getting pinged, so I'm just going to leave it blank. That way I don't get pinged. You go and test it if you want as well. Go and click save to make sure it saves. Then over here, you have three options: seamless retry, next, and auto ability. You use next if you're doing story modes and you want to go to the next story mode the entire time, or raids as well. Seamless retry, you check that if you're using seamless retry in game, but I highly discourage using seamless retry because you will lag out after a few hours. Then auto ability, want to go and check this if you wanted to automatically turn on your auto abilities in game. Then now is the good part. You select a mode you want to do. There's raids, legend stages, Oasis Infinite, portals, dungeons, stream boosts. They've got almost everything in the entire game here. And there's something they don't have. You can go and use custom. Now custom is what I will be showing you guys how to use, but it's the same premise as all the other ones. Custom just allows you to do anything inside the game you can possibly think of. So for example, let's do a raid setup for some random raid. Let's do Hull City Act 6. Why not? Make a custom macro for this one right here. Now, the reason these macros are so good, like Sys, Anime Last Stand, and Informal Frog macros, is they use image detection, which means they cannot break pretty much. They will go on forever and ever and ever. They also have auto reconnect you back into the game instantly. Basically just super good. They cannot fail. Then once you're in game and you're using custom, if you're using custom, go and click F4 once you're in game. It'll ask you to use zoom tech. Click yes. It'll zoom you in and it'll zoom you back out. It'll take a screenshot right here. Once it says custom screenshot saved, you can go and go back to lobby. Now that screenshot is super important that you get if you're using custom. Obviously, if you're using one of the pre-made game modes, you don't need to get it. It's already there. You don't have to take your own screenshot or anything. You can just skip to the step that we're doing now if you're using one of the custom modes over here, like raids and shades already there. If you're using one that already in the macro modes, like one of these over here, you can ignore the previous step we just did of getting the screenshot. But now, this is where you set up your actual macro. Over here, the hashtag is what order it will be executed in. It'll start at 1 and go all the way down and go to the next page and all the way down here. That's the order that it will place and upgrade units in. A slot is whatever slot is in your hotbar. Upgrade whatever upgrade you want it to be set to on that specific turn. And the position is our X coordinates and Y coordinates of where you want your units to be set. I'll get into that in a second. So first up, let's make a simple macro. I'm going to use a macro for Kirito. He should be good enough to solo that Housey raid 100%, and idle, why not? Then what I would like it to do is place idle first. So I'll put my slot as 2. I don't want to upgrade idle yet, so I'll keep it at upgrade 0. I want to set the position, so I click on there and then I right click anywhere on the map. And as you can see, this is the screenshot we took when we went into custom. Now if you use one of these pre-made game modes over here, already be an image in here for you to go and use, so you can just use that. Once you're in here, right click wherever you want your idle to be placed. I want my idle to be placed right there. Go and right click there and automatically input the coordinates there for me. Then I wanted to place my Kirito, so he's in slot 1. I don't want to upgrade him yet, so I'll leave him upgrade 0. I want him to be placed right there. That's pretty good. Now I wanted to go back to my idle and continue to upgrade my idle to max. So once again, idle's in slot 2, so I want to go back to my idle. I want it to be max upgraded this time. If I wanted to, like I said, to one of these upgrades, then go Kirito again, send one of these upgrades, and then go max them. But for now, Kirito can be strong enough for the early waves, so I can set him to max. Then, if I'm going back to a unit, I have to set the coordinates, if I'm going back to it, the exact same as when I placed it. Over here, I placed idle slot 2 at 416308. I'm going to copy these coordinates there, paste it there, copy these, and paste it there. Now I'll go back to my idle. Same thing with Kirito. I want him to max my Kirito now. I'll click on max. Same coordinates as when I placed it. Just copy them. There we go. Go ahead and click save. That way it will save all my webhooks, all my macros over here. So now I can go ahead and close the macro, open it back up, and all my stuff will be here again. I no longer have to set everything up. If you're using custom, you actually have to go into the raid yourself, like this. But once again, if you're using one of the pre-made modes over here, you can start in the lobby. Just click F1 right now. Then over here, since I'm using custom, I'm going to go into Act 6, go in there myself. Now, once I've loaded in, I'm going to click F1. It will zoom in for me, zoom out, get the exact same screenshot that we got earlier. I'm going to place my idle. There we go. I'm going to make sure my idle is placed like that. There we go. I was going to place my Kirito because I have it at step 2. There we go. Then confirm my Kirito is placed. That's going to go back to my idle and start max upgrading my idle, as you can see. And once it finishes maxing out my idle, we'll go back to my Kirito and start maxing him out. As you see now, it's already maxed my idle and it's on its way to maxing my Kirito. Now, obviously, it won't max my Kirito out because there's not enough waves to max him out. I'm actually going to stop right here. And if I didn't stop, it would have gone on to upgrade my Kirito. It would have beat the mode real quick. It would have clicked retry. It would have done the exact same thing. Zoom in, zoom out, place my idle, place Kirito, max idle, max Kirito. Over and over and over again until you come here and press F3 and stop the macro. That's basically how you can set up the macro for any mode in the game. Obviously, there are the pre-made ones, so you don't have to go into the mode, take a screenshot and all that stuff. And also, if you don't want to make your own macro, or if you are too confused on how to, head back over to the Discord server right here. Scroll down to the ALS configs, and over here there are a ton of configs that you can go ahead and find. There's caverns, there's monarch dungeons, legend stages, infinite farms for rerolls, everything here, so you can go and copy it basically. I give it to you guys. So let's do Valhalla Arena Raid. Go and download this file over here. Let's say I actually wanted to do maybe this one. Go and download the file, go back to your downloads folder. You drag this file into there again, into settings. And obviously Valhalla Arena is a raid, so you want to put it in the raid category, the folder. Click replace. Then when you open your macro again, just like this, and you click on raids, and you go to Valhalla Raid, as you can see, it's already in there. The config that they made, it's already in there. Obviously, just make sure you copy the exact same units they use. So he says I should use Escanor, Benimaru, and Idol. So I'm going to equip those guys and then start the macro in the lobby. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. And once again, these types of macros can never break unless you did something. So they can never break unless it's user error. And obviously the game updates and changes some stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you found it useful. I hope you guys can make some cool macros for yourself using this. Without further ado, to the next one. Peace.